look at the St. Mary Parish area. First, we're going to look at Bogalusa and Morgan City. Morgan City winless so far in the year. Let's see how things turn out for them against Bogalusa. This game played out at Tiger Stadium in Morgan City, not that Tiger Stadium. I think we got that ready, Jason. Let's get it going. Let's see. There we go. As we have this mostly from the second half right here. Here is, unfortunately, we don't have a roster for Bogalusa, but you see Bogalusa in a traditional gold and black right there, and a good job by the folks from Morgan City, Romel Morris, as he stacks up the back for Bogalusa for a loss. Here is a quarterback for Morgan City, Corey Navarro. He runs for a short gain right here. Here's Navarro again. He throws it out there to number 21, Adami Wheeler, who gets tackled at about the 25-yard line. And they turn it over to Bogalusa. Bogalusa gets the ball back. Not a lot of scoring by Morgan City in this game, as they have been having trouble scoring all year long. And I guess we're going to see a penalty. Hey, there's a highlight, a penalty on the play. And here is Bogalusa trying to get something going. Quarterback right there, number 12. Like we said, unfortunately, we do not have their roster on this. But here is the big play for Bogalusa as he keeps it right here, goes around the left side, takes it all the way in for the touchdown for Bogalusa. Bogalusa had been struggling this year, but not in this game as they get in. Unfortunately, a kicking game not very good. They do not get the extra point right here. And here is Brett LaBeouf of the Tigers as he picks up about 4 yards for Morgan City, but a good defensive play right there by Bogalusa, and a nice play right there as Morgan City throws it downfield. Tremel Francois hauls it in for the touchdown. The extra point is good. Now, folks, unfortunately, we don't have the final on that. We did hear that Morgan City did drop that game. If you have a final, please call it in to HTV, and we'll be glad to pass that on to you. There was also another game played in the Morgan City area last night. Berwick took on Central Catholic. Central Catholic starting to get things really together on the single A level. Berwick plays on the 3A level. Let's take a look at that game as this was played in Morgan City last night. If we have that ready, Jason. Let's see, Berwick against Central Catholic. 2 seconds, he's telling me, so we'll take up 2 seconds and say, this was a game where Central Catholic is playing really well. We're going to give the score away early before you even see the highlights. They scored 53 points. So obviously homecoming for Central Catholic, and they're doing something right against a Berwick team that plays in that district with Patterson and Berwick and those other teams. Andrew Tomplay, a guy who is number 3 in passing yardage in the state, throws it out to Dontrell Brown for a 5-yard gain. Then another pass to Devontae Frank for an 11-yard gain. And they kind of run that spread offense and throw it all over the place, and Tomplay does a good job. He keeps it here up the middle, scores a touchdown, one of the many for Central Catholic. The extra point is good, kicked by Dontrell Brown, so they go up early in this game. Berwick's Jimmy Fry, number 12, hands it off to 11, Kiefer Sander for a loss of about 8 yards. So the defense of Central Catholic is up to the task. Here is Jared Lawston on the keeper, and he picks up 7 yards, so a nice gain for Berwick on this play. But they have to punt, and when they try to do that, it goes over the head of the punter, and the ball is down at the 1-yard line. And it doesn't take long for Central Catholic to get it in for a touchdown, as they do here. And that was Blaze Williams Wilson, excuse me, and Dontrell Brown comes in and he kicks the extra point, and it was all Central Catholic all night long. They go on to win this game 53-7, so a great outing for Central Catholic in their homecoming game. And we have one more game to show you. This game was between Cecilia and Patterson. Patterson, obviously a good football team. This game was played over in Patterson. Do we have that one ready, Jason? Got it queued up? I don't hear anything from him. So let's go out to Patterson. This game between the Lumberjacks and the crew from Cecilia. I think Cecilia is the Bulldogs. As we see the crowd, Cecilia kicks to Patterson. Patterson's going to return this ball about 15 yards. And there's a special young man over at Patterson named Kenny Hilliard, who actually leads the entire state of Louisiana in rushing with almost 500 yards in only 2 games. So he's running well over 200 yards a game. Patterson, an incomplete pass right here. Cecilia gets the ball. Now, Cecilia is a very good football team also, has won state championships before. So Patterson doesn't shy away from playing tough teams. There is an incomplete pass for Cecilia, but here, number 31 for Cecilia, Justin Zenon, takes the ball, makes a nice little move, and he is going to go all the way for the touchdown. And Cecilia actually scores first. The score is 7-0, but it doesn't take Kenny Hilliard along. Boy, how'd you like to tackle that guy?
Wow.
He's big, and he's only a junior. He's got another year left. I'm sure he's on the radar for just about everybody in the country. Extra point by Patterson is no good. And here we see Patterson's number 13, Justice Jones. He gets a gain of about 2 yards right here on this play. Of course, he is taking over for Terrence Johnson, who was a good quarterback last year for Patterson. Josh Jones picks up about 5 yards right here for Patterson. And then you see big Kenny Hilliard as he takes it around left end. Incomplete pass for Cecilia. At this point in the game, Hilliard pretty much took over, as you see him dragging guys for Cecilia. And it was not much of a problem. Patterson goes on to win 34-7. That's a big win for Patterson. West St. John 6, St. Charles Catholic 21. So St. Charles Catholic keeps it rolling as they are undefeated on the season. We're going to have to take a commercial break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more with Coach Kale and Coach Douglas about the success of Central Lafourche. But we'll do that after these commercial messages.